Welcome back, everybody, to the channel. Welcome back to some more Winter Fragments, episode 7, guys. And if I didn't say it, guys, if you haven't watched the last video, Happy New Year, guys. I'm recording this 5 days after the New Year, so episode 7 is starting off with Happy New Year's, guys. With that stuff, all, guys, Saku and Chi forgot about a coder for I think it was Inscriptor, the visual novel engine that they needed to get things, you know, their ideas into the program of, making a visual novel. And now they're, I guess, looking into it. But where we last left off, they were in bed. So it says, Saku says, what? It's pitch black when I wake up. I feel groggy and disoriented, still half asleep. I blink into the darkness, slowly adjusting. It takes me a few moments to register the presence lying beside me, curled up beneath the sheets, and a few moments more to identify it as she. We fell asleep with our backs to one another, but we must have shifted in the night. She's bed is large, but if her face is firstly close to my own, her curled fingers threaded through my loose hair. She's eyes are closed and her chest is rising and falling in a regular, even manner. She must be fast asleep. If I'm with Chi, it stands to reason that this is her bed and this is her house. It's where she spends the night at mine. Why would she, when her house is so much bigger? Ah, yes, that's right. She invited me to a sleepover. I wonder what time it is. I seek out the digital clock on Chi's bedside table. My weary eyes pick out the numbers in the dark. It's about 3:15. I'm guessing AM. It's no wonder it's so dark. I know I should try to go back to sleep, but my throat feels parched. I'm horribly thirsty. I should probably grab a glass of water before I try to snatch any more sleep. Upsy daisy. I pull my body into a sitting position. I still feel groggy, but I'm not so out of it I can't make myself move. The bed springs creak and the covers shift about me. She mumbles something in her sleep, but her eyes don't open. She's still asleep. Phew. I sigh with relief. She doesn't like being awoken early, and I don't want to risk incurring her wrath again. I slid out of bed, then set my bare feet upon the floor. Chi's room is pitch black, the curtains drawn. If I hadn't spent so much time here, playing dress up in front of her mirror and flicking through magazines on her bed, I'd be more hesitant about creeping about in the dark. There's a lot of odd pieces of furniture upon which to stubble an unsuspecting toes, or else take a tumble over. Fortunately for me, however, I know Chi's bedroom too well for this to be a problem. It takes me 8 strides to reach the bedroom door side, stepping the shadowy spectra of her furniture as I sidestepping the shadowy spectras of her furniture as I go. Then I grab the handle and give it a sharp tug. I push the door open, taking care not to make too much noise, stepping out into the hallway. Suddenly, I pad through the hallway, trying to stifle my footsteps, and soon reach the top of the stairs. Then I stretch down the foyer, which is pitch black, almost eerily so. It's like I'm staring into an abyss. The darkness has this weird way of turning the familiar and everyday unfamiliar and unsettling. Any ordinary house can be turned into a set of a horror movie if it's dark enough. I descend down the stairs at a snail's pace, my footsteps slowly and stumbling in the dark. I don't want to go down too quickly and risk taking a spill, which you don't want to do, guys. You never want to fall down the steps. It is a horrible thing to have happen. I've had it happen to me a couple of times when I was younger. It's not fun, guys. I've never broken a bone before, and I have no desire to see how it feels now. I reached the foyer after taking a series of anxious steps, 12 to be precise. I count on my way down. Safe. I exhale, uncurling my fingers from the banister and steal down the hallway. Soon, my destination is in sight. I push open the kitchen door, expecting nothing in the way of a greeting. Saku, is that you? But my expectations are subverted in the most jarring way imaginable. I'm not alone. There's somebody else in the kitchen. Dun dun dun. Who is it? The lights are off, but the fridge door is ajar. White, bright light spills from the fridge, illuminating the face of a hideous demon. Eat! I squeal an alarm, though I'm able to stifle it at the last minute by pressing my palm against my mouth. Anxiously, I glance up at the ceiling. Did Chief's parents hear that? Did she? I can't hear anything upstairs, thank goodness, but my heart pounding a mile a minute. Saorian. A glower at a figure hunched by the fridge, which is not, as I can tell now, see a demon. It is indeed Chi's older sister, dressed in a track suit with her hair all mushed up. What are you doing here? You almost gave me a heart attack. I could say the same thing for you. I didn't hear you till you came in. I thought you'd been a burglar. Well, you thought wrong. I can see that now, as she smiles. Saori, is it titter? I guess that's kind of like a chuckle. That was quite an impressive scream just there. I'm surprised you didn't wake up my folks. I'm glad I didn't. I wouldn't want to disturb them. I'm glad you didn't too. I don't think they'd be too pleased with me being up at this hour. When did you get back from work? A couple of hours ago. I was going to hit the hay myself, but I kinda got bookish. I was hunting for some snacks and maybe something to drink. Saori takes a can of chilled beer out the refrigerator, then shoots me a toothy grin. Ching! Don't tell anyone about this, Kay. This is our little secret. Is that your dad's? Maybe. I don't know if I can condone theft. Now you sound like Chi. She rubs off on you. Saori closes the fridge with a thud. The glass bottles stashed away inside clink together as she does so. Dad'll never know it's missing. I'll buy him a replacement later. Cross my heart. Well, alright then. I'm not the one you should be making excuses to, though. You're such a bad girl. Don't you know it? Saori pokes out her tongue, which makes me giggle. I head for the cupboard, searching for a glass while Saori cracks open her beer. She brings the rim of the can to her lips and knocks it back, sighing in satisfaction. That hits the spot. A good drink always tastes better when you've worked for it. Did you have a hard shift? It was no harder than usual, I guess. People are always annoying. Really? I thought you might have been busy since it's almost New Year's. Now that you might mention it, maybe there were a couple more a-holes getting up in my business than normal. You shouldn't call your customers that. I'll call them whatever I want when I'm not on the clock. Saori takes another swig of her beer while I run myself a glass of tap water. Water might not be luxurious as a Kirin lager. I think that's what Saori's drinking, but it's more to my taste. I've had a sip of alcohol before, and I can't say I'm overly fond. It doesn't taste very refreshing. So, what are you doing down here? Thirsty? A little, yeah. Do you want some beer of my beer? No, thank you. Aren't you interested? Nope. Not particularly. Do you don't want to see how being an adult feels? I'd rather not. If it's all the same to you, stop trying to correct me. she wouldn't like it. My little sister doesn't like anything much I do, unless it benefits her. Saori doesn't sound particularly sad when she says this. Her voice is light and unaffected, even airier than the bubbles in her lager. Well, I should be headed it off. I wouldn't want to sully you, Saku. Have a good night. Saori turns to leave, but something suddenly occurred to me. There was something she wanted from Saori, wasn't there? We're going to ask her about it tomorrow, but seeing as we're both awake, I might as well ask her now. Hey Saori, wait up. There's something I want to ask you. Oh, did you want a sip of my beer after all? No thank you, this is more important than that. It's important, huh? Saori pulls a face. Oh, everybody pulls a face in the Sema family here? That sounds tedious. Can't wait till later? No, I thought it might as well ask now. Oh well, alright, let's talk. Do you want to take this chat to the balcony? Isn't it a bit chilly outside? No, it's not that cold. I'm sure you'll live. Some fresh air goes well with my booze, and it's a nice clear night, you can see all the stars. Alright then, let's have it your way. Hee hee, I don't often hear that. It's one of the downsides of being the older sibling. You hardly ever have your own way. I follow Saori up the stairs, then to her bedroom. The balcony of the Shima house is located through Saori's bedroom, so I have to cross it on my quest for fresh air. I've not been in Saori's bedroom that often, but it's just as messy as I remember it. Discarded clothes are scattered about the floor, and Saori's desk is piled with dirty plates. I'm not the tidiest person myself, so I decided to keep my top lip buttoned, i.e. Saori's general untidiness. I bet she would have a few choice words to say to her sister on the subject, though. Here we are. Open sesame. Saori unlocks the sliding door that leads to the balcony, then pulls it to. Instantly, the breeze rushes to meet me, ruffled my hair and rumpled my pajamas. Oop. Here we go. Saori steps out into the balcony, still clutching a can of beer in her right hand. I follow suit and let the night swallow me. The sky overhead is deep blue-black like a bruise, and it's sprinkled all over with stars. The moon, which hovers in the sky, is round and full. It's a cloudless night, and the moon's milky light washes over the rooftops. The television aerials and the trees painted them all silver. It's a pretty scene. I drink it in, while Saori takes another sip of her beer. That hits the spot. That's all she can say. She's just thirsty with beer. Probably give her the dukes. So Saku, what did you want to talk to me about? It's not a big deal, really. I was just wondering, do you know anything about coding? Coding, huh? That's an awfully specific question, but yeah, I know a bit why. She and I are making a visual novel. We need help coding. I can do the writing and she can do the art, but neither of us know how to put it together. Oh, are you talking about those dating games with anime art? The ones where you hook up with cute girls? You can hook up with cute guys too, Saku says. Though I wouldn't use that exact term, it sounds seedy. The stories Chi and I read are pure and wholesome, full of rosy cheek and softly brushing fingertips. That's only during the initial stages of heroin relationships. The couples usually progress to holding hands before the credits roll. Oh yeah. Sometimes they even kiss. Oh my, how salacious. Well, color me interested. I never knew she was into stuff like that. Didn't she tell you? She never tells me anything. That sister of mine, that's why I'm glad I have you around, Saku. It's nice that you like talking to me, even if she doesn't. Of course I like talking to you. You're funny. Like a clown, you mean? Kind of, yeah. Gee, thanks. Sorry, responds is sarcastic, but she doesn't look upset. She smiles, takes another swig of her beer, then looks back over the roof and the treetops. So you're writing a visual novel of your own, huh? Yeah, we started it early this evening. It was Chi's idea. How interesting. I am learning a lot about my sister. Do you have a deadline for this little project of yours? Well, we want to finish it during the winter holiday. We're trying to finish it all the art and the writing in 6, maybe 7 days max before New Year's. And what will you do with it when you're done? We're thinking of uploading it online so other people can read it. G found a forum that was full of free visual novels made by hobbyists. Oh, really? That sounds like a cozy community. Saori smiles and tips her head back. It's cold enough that when she exhales, her breath remains lingering in the air like steam. I don't know much about visual novels myself, but if something Chi wants to do, I guess I can pitch in. I can't imagine putting a bunch of art and text into a engine can be too hard. Would you really lend us a hand then? Why not? I'm happy to help, but you've got to offer me something in return first. Uh-oh. Huh? I pull a face. You can't be real. You're not seriously going to extort your little sister's best friend, are you? Oh, I'm not. Oh, I'm being really real. That's how life works, little Saku. It's tit for tat. You scratch my back, and I'll scratch yours. Ew, I'm not scratching your back. We're not monkeys. I didn't mean literally, silly. Gosh, you kids are such a riot. I just want something in the way of compensation. That's all. Time is money, you know. It's certainly not free. I don't know about that. You seem like you have a lot of time to kill, Saorian. If you didn't, I doubt you'd be talking to me right now. Oh, that's harsh. Though I guess kind of free. So not like I've had too much to do since I graduated last spring. She graduated last spring? How old is she? Like 22, 23? I've been applying for jobs. I can't work at a convenience store forever, but the market's kind of saturated, and I'm not the most motivated. And well, that's got something to do with you. That's nothing. That's got nothing. Wait, hold on. Slow down, go. That's got nothing to do with you. Sorry for going off on a rant. I must have drunk a little too much. It's alright. We all have our vices. Apart from Chi, my little sister's so upstanding. I bet she'd have no problem looking for a job when she graduates. Saori yawns and stretches, still grasping the empty beer can in her right hand. My time still ain't free though, no matter how much of it I have to hand. You want me to code for you, you have to pay up. But I don't have any money. Then forget about the money. You ought to give me something precious instead. Like what? My first kiss? Your what? Saori stares at me, her eyes comically large. She looked a bit like the cute witch girl from that kid's anime that you can catch on TV, Asashi in the morning. Not that I'm a fan or anything. It's a good thing Saori finishes with her beer. If she hadn't, I'd imagine she would have spat a mouthful of it out at my remark, all over her feet. I never kissed anybody before, I've never kissed anybody before, not in all my life. That would be pretty precious, wouldn't it? And you're offering it to me? It's all I can think of giving you. Gee. Saori scratches her head, perturbed. I appreciate the sound of it, but I can't exactly take you up on that. I know I'm cool and all, but really, it'd be weirder if you didn't fall for me, but the fact is you are my kid sister's best friend. I'd feel pretty weird. Besides, I've always figured you were going to save your first kiss for Chi. Huh? Now it's my turn to flounder. I was just trying to tease Saori a bit, but now she's gone and turned the tables on me. How is that? Wait, how is any of this fair? Why did you say that? It's not like I want to kiss Chi or anything, but you two of you are super close. You make an adorable couple. We're an adorable couple of friends. Nothing deeper than that. Really? You sure about that? Of course I am. Of course I'm sure. Okay, whatever you say. Saori replies, right, is light and lilting. I can't tell by her tone that she doesn't believe a word of it. Ugh, the smug smile of her is infuriating. What does she imagine Chi and I get up to anyway? Wait, let's not go there. I think it'd be happier not knowing. I must say though, you two really are sweet together. I have friends and all, but I'm not as close to them as you and she are. If I'm being honest, it makes me feel kinda jealous. You've got nothing to be jealous about. She always scolds me, and yet still spends time, and yet you still spend time with her. Well, yeah, she's my best friend. See? Saori lopes over to me, then nudges me in the ribs. You bicker all the time. I bet you never had a serious argument before. You're like an old married couple. You're reading into it too much, really. I glance away from Saori, unable to look her in the eye. It's a cold night, but my face feels horribly hot. It's true that I'm close to Chi, but that doesn't necessarily mean I want to kiss her, or does it? The thought is more appealing, certainly, than locking lips with any other boy in my class. But now, Saku, don't look so down. You're making me feel like a bad guy. I'll help you out with your visual novel, so don't worry. I've been itching to work on something productive myself beyond endless job application, which always seems to get turned down. But I haven't given you anything yet, though. I don't have anything to offer. Nah, you have. Your blushing face was payment enough. I've committed it to memory right here. Saori taps her temple with her index finger. So, I'll never forget it. Whenever I feel down, I'll dwell upon your flustered face when I'm sure you'll make me feel a whole bunch better. Blah. That sounds kind of creepy, Saurian. How is it creepy? I don't know exactly. It just feels like you're taking advantage of my innocence. No, I'm not. That was not my intention, I swear. I bet that's what all predators say. Hey, Saku. Saori pouts. You look so frustrated. My facade slips and I let out a small laugh. Got you. You got me. Yep, I wasn't being serious. I don't think you're creepy. I do think you deserve a bit of payback, though, after spouting all that nonsense about Chi and me. I see. So this was just a counter attack. It was, yeah. What did you make of it? Was it effective? You sure threw me for a loop. I'm used to being insulted by Chi, but it's kind of smart when it comes from you. I'm glad you didn't really think I'm a creep. But I wasn't just spouting nonsense back there, not wholly at least. I really do think you and Chi would make a good couple. I head back to Chi's room after talking with Saori, then slide beneath the covers. I do it so stealthily that Chi doesn't even stir. It's a good thing Chi isn't awake. If she was, I'm sure she'd scowl at me for staring at her, then ask me what my problem is. I do have a problem. I'm not sure. Saori seems to suggest my interest in Chi was deeper than that of a friendship, but I don't know if she was being serious. I know I shouldn't dwell upon it too much, but now I'm lying in bed beside Chi. I can't help but wonder how I really feel about her. It's true, I feel happy when she invites me to her house, and maybe I was a touch too relieved when she told me she doesn't have a boyfriend. I'd feel awful if she chose some random guy over me. I thought these were normal feelings of jealousy all girls get when their friendship are threatened, but maybe there's more to it than that. Do other girls feel as envious as I do over imaginary suitors? I might be taking things a bit too far. I'll try to picture Chi with a handsome boy, but I don't get too far in my imagining. It's a pretty unpleasant scenario around, and I soon scrap it. Getting a boyfriend might be a normal part of growing up, and so's growing apart from your old friends. Relationships aren't set in stone. I know it's unreasonable to expect everything to remain the same, but my warm breath stirs Chi's dark tresses, but she doesn't shift. She's fast asleep, blissfully unaware of my teenagery inner turmoil. I don't think it matters if I love Chi or like her or anything in between. I'm a simple creature, and I'll be happy as long as we can stay together. That's all I really want. Well, guys, I am going to stop here for today, and of course, I'm going to save it over top of Sinister Shadows, and there we go. Now, wakey, wakey, guys. Alright, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to me read this visual novel, Winter Fragments. If you like it, guys, please, by all means, hit that like button, leave that comment on the video, and don't forget to share this video with friends, guys. We're slowly growing, guys, bit by bit. I want to make this channel something big out there, guys. So, thank you, and have a great day, guys, and stay safe out there. Peace.